Space Coconut.
Okay, today we're gonna try something a little bit different. True Talent just had this Hag match. It says Hag versus the sweatiest four-man Swift 2020 with 3 BMPs. And I've seen this match already, and I wanted to talk about how he talks about his build, and we're gonna see. I haven't picked it apart yet. Right? I don't think his build is as effective as he thinks it is. And I think the success that he's having is simply due to his skill as an M1 player, primarily, and not necessarily how he uses the Hag. I want to pay attention to this thing, so we're gonna kind of break it down piece by piece, and after we go through the video once, when I'm editing this, I'm going to add a counter to how many times he gets use out of Make Your Choice. So I'm not sure what the end result is going to be, but I'm going to go ahead and put this up regardless of whether I'm right, I'm wrong, or, you know, if it's irrelevant. So let's go.
How toxic it was, yes, Kermit.
And so he's trapping a gen rather than the jungle gym itself, which can work. It doesn't have to, or whether it does or doesn't.
Sabo.
I don't like traps inside the inside the shack if the gen's in there. I don't like those traps.
Or maybe gens as well.
Okay, so he finds his obsession first. He's not running save the best for last.
As a 360 attempt. Where's your toolbox? Where's your toolbox? Where's your
Okay,
toolbox?
so it looks like he's playing around with Franklin's. So he may not be worrying about doing good.
You really want your toolbox?
Capitalizing on survivor greed isn't a bad idea. Okay, so one ruin gone.
Not really, right?
So because the survivors finished one gen, and they took out one totem of ruin. Now, the problem with the Hag and the ruin is that the Hag isn't very good at forcing survivors off of generators. So while one survivor was away looking at totems, other survivors were able to work on a gen that they were nearby, and because there's no pressure, ruin does nothing here. So he lost the gen early, but the timing is pretty good because if you down a survivor about the same time that a generator is finished, then you're basically in a dead heat.
Maybe it is rushes.
Never mind, they lost 2 gens.
Damn, they already picked it. No, they didn't. Okay.
So he is playing around with Franklin's.
Maybe it's like 4 brand new parts.
Okay, so he noticed but ignored the survivor that was on the totem, which he probably doesn't care about the totems. He's using it as a way to get them to burn time without much effort on his part. He's too close to the hook to capitalize on Make Your Choice, though. And save the best for last. He may or may have not. Oh, never mind. Now he's parking the trap far away from the items to probably bait the to capitalize on their greed.
Look, your toolbox is going, guys.
So even though he lost the one, so before he lost the one survivor, he traded putting one survivor on the hook for having all 4 of them injured. But because healing is so easy, I'm not sure that I would have gone that route. I would prefer to put survivors on the hook instead of letting them recover. I'm not a huge fan of random traps, but I mean, sometimes if you're bored.
That I remember. No? I thought you were dead hard.
If I'm right,
Was it
she
not her?
used Dead Hard earlier. Yeah, he just didn't catch it.
This is such a legit build, man. It really is.
Now, up to this point, he hasn't gotten any use out of Make Your Choice. He hasn't gotten any use out of Ruin. He got use out of Undying because it saved his Ruin. And Franklin's demise, I guess it can be argued that it's been capitalizing on the greed. So then that's just one perk out of the four? Two perks out of the four that have gotten any use here.
Another one of the builds I came up with.
That would be Ruin number 3.
Man, these guys
Gen
are
number 3.
crazy. They're doing gens, doing the totems, and picking the items up. How the hell are they doing this?
They're doing this because there are 4 survivors. One survivor stays on the gen, one survivor goes and looks for totems or stumbles across one, and then the other survivors manage to pick up their items. It's not hard. In the middle of it, it probably feels like a big deal.
There are 2 gens. Already. It could be a 4-man. They're already on the other one, I can hear it.
These long lulls of nothing really happening are always so boring. But setting traps is never a bad idea, before they recover. Okay, so I think that was the first. I think that was the first time he got use out of Make Your Choice. Let me make sure here. Let's see here. Back, forward. No, she was injured. She was injured already. Actually, Make Your Choice was on cooldown. When did he? So the survivor who rescued then is the one who is broken, or yes, not broken. She's exposed, but she's injured anyway. So Make Your Choice doesn't really matter in this case.
So bad at remembering that shit, man. Well, you've lost your flashlight. There's a silver lining, I guess. 4 DSR probably. I think it's a 4-man. Yeah, look at them all.
Well, at least here, if he had saved the best for last, he might have had enough tokens to get all of these survivors injured again. But who knows?
Where's your med kit? Kit.
I wonder why he traps far away from the items rather than right on it. I mean, like, in my opinion, it would make more sense.
Not new to Hag. I know all the killers. It's why I think I understand the balance of this game quite well, but...
The last ruin.
They got Ruin. Holy crap, this team's insane. I genuinely don't know how much pressure I need to put on them.
So, it's kind of hard to agree with him here. These survivors don't seem like they're particularly good, but I think what's giving them time to work on the gens is his way of picking his targets. If he was picking the better targets to get rid of, or, slugging them maybe, I don't know. I don't know. It's a tough call. It's easy. 2020 or hindsight is 2020, right? It's hard to say, but in this particular match, these survivors don't seem that good to me. But I think on top of that, he doesn't have any gen slowdown that's good enough. That works well with the hag because of how ruin works and how the hag can't push anybody off of generators very well.
Don't think I actually have enough. Like, I don't think I'll actually ever be able to really pressure these guys to actually stop them doing gens.
His only gen pressure perk is gone, and it's ruin, which isn't very good on the hag. So this was a mistake.
There's
here.
3 people hopping around here.
Never mind.
At least that's something.
Okay, so let's go back here. I'm gonna go back because there's a lot that happened right here. So he knew that he set a trap there, right? Now, we know that that survivor was running away, and this one went for the rescue. He took the teleport right away, which is a mistake because he has make your choice, right? If he let that go, he could have waited for the make your choice to trigger and then maybe capitalized on it. It's kind of a tough call because at higher ranks, survivors know or aren't going to go in if the phantasm is there. It's kind of why I don't like make your choice. But he takes the teleport and forgets about the other Claudette that's over here. Where she jumps over the thing.
There's 3 people hopping around here.
And right
At least
there.
That's something. She won't be able to do it, it's a trade. Dead out? Yeah, there's the dead out. Into borrowed as well. Yep.
So, let me ask you, how good would make your save the best for last would have been in that situation? He would have gained 3 tokens on top of the ones that he had already. I can't stress enough how good save the best for last is. And on top of that, he was right in their face during the rescue, so make your choice didn't even come into play.
Yeah. Borrowed, dead out, DS unbreakable, what do you reckon? Can we get over?
That's the meta. If you're not expecting those perks, then there's a problem.
I'm kind of hero. No. Tough to impress again. It really does, yeah. Maybe we can get her into that? Yes! Very nice. We might be able to get one though. We're playing really well.
They're all injured,
Just like
so he's in
everything at like 10 times the normal speed.
He would have been in a pretty good spot. Again, this is because of Ruin not existing and not doing its job as effectively as Hag.
Dominator over here is already done. It's not already done. I don't think I even heard it on, so we're safe to do this. He's out positioned. That wasn't smart, was it?
And this is kind of why I don't think they're very
Slugger,
good
though,
survivors.
because if the game's over, I need to actually go for a hook here and let them get this girl off. Because this girl's got 2 minutes on the hook. So it's smarter to go for this girl.
Hindsight is 2020. I'm not so sure that was the right call.
I genuinely don't think, no matter how good I play this, that I can stop that last gen. But we'll see.
He would have had a better chance if, when he downed Meg,
It
he
could be
hooked
40
her
seconds if 2 people are on it.
closer to the shack and then trapped up this area.
Yeah.
He's got a 3-gen. He could have done
75%.
better than he thinks.
I've got a good minefield around it though. I hear someone to my left.
I wasn't paying attention. Did he kick it? I think he did. Did he? He didn't bother
I've got a good
hitting the
man kill.
gen. He didn't bother hitting the gen. If he did, the survivors, he would have at least bought himself like 1 or 2 seconds for that gen to be finished or not finished. It also might have. There's no guarantee because we don't know the skill level of these survivors for sure, but they could have crouched in. He could have bought himself 1 or 2 seconds with this. By not hitting that gen, he basically gave it to him.
Around it though. I hear someone to my left. They got to try and save her last minute out of panic. I might be able to get an instant we'll make it.
So the trick to doing what he's doing right now is to move towards the hook until make your choice blacks out and then back up when it turns back on. This way you're right as close to the hook as you possibly can be for make your choice to activate and the shortest route to the target to be able to capitalize on it.
They got to save last second. Yeah, because they.
So.
And they didn't panic.
Now, his mistake here was we knew that there was a survivor nearby. We knew this Claudette was here. He saw those scratch marks. He didn't miss that. He could have gone up to the harvester, whatever that thing is, to look for the Claudette and to keep track of how close or how far away he was from that hook through make your choice. If he hit her, she wouldn't be full health. If he was close enough to move on the hook when they unhooked, he would be able to he'd be able to get close to the hook and probably push the survivors into not crouching to be able to trigger the trap and get in there. If they were crouching and moving slow, he would have remembered who he hooked and went after the other target instead. He would have been able to injure this Claudette, down the rescuer, and possibly down the other rescued survivor, depending on borrowed time or not. But because he played it safe, because I'm not sure what he was doing, I think he missed the chance to get that many injures on these survivors.
So I didn't.
But of course, it's all, we don't know for sure. This is how the match did play out.
Yeah, we'll make it. It'll work. I reckon she's gonna try and dead on it. Someone's over there. Dead on?
She already dead-hearted.
Nope. Okay. Oh. They could all be on that gen now, They can transfer what gen they're on whenever they want. Oh, not really. Almost. Still got to make a choice potential. She didn't leave, by the way. Yes, she did. They could be at that gen over there. I have to check it. Yep. Nice. Beautiful setup. If I say so myself. Saved her at a good
Never mind.
time. They're probably finishing that gen now, and I don't think there's anything I can do about that. If they all just run at that gen, they can finish it before I can get back. Unless they set off a trap, which they just did. Actually, I don't think they did. Did they? Yeah, they did. I don't think I could have made that. I might have been able to if I didn't put a trap down near her. Yeah, but would that have mattered? I don't think I can make it back. No.
So the amount of progress that he didn't get when he was camping that first make your choice, when he didn't hit the generator that first when we were talking about it, that probably would have given him enough time here to prevent them from finishing the gen.
Not if they're all there.
Oh, never mind.
Okay,
I
they
thought
went
that
all there.
they
That's
finished it
good.
here.
She's injured, so she's panicking as well, which helps. That odd. Too early. I might get this, guys. This is really quite a strong team as well. Oh. Red, I know how to play Hag, man. But appreciate it. But I seriously know how to play Hag. I know how to play all the killers. I think Hag's one of the most simple killers, personally. You literally just... Yeah, there it is. You literally just trap choke points. That's it. Oh, fuck.
While I want to disagree with him here and kind of point out, no, Hag takes a little bit more thinking than that, I can't exactly disagree with him. She is relatively simple, but if you don't put a little bit more forethought into your trap placement and stuff, you're not going to get very many phantasm hits. You're not going to be able to capitalize on her power as much as you think you do.
Not bad though, we got one. With this really, really efficient team. She'll know that they're on that gate. Can I push her over there maybe? That's a yes. Very similar killers, Hag. Yeah, Trapper and Hag, they're both very simple. You just put traps at choke points. Once you understand how to play them, you'll get me. They're very simple.
But I think everybody understands that the trapper's traps, you need to be a little bit more precise with those in order to use them effectively. The Hag, you don't have to be as precise and you can do a little bit more with them. But, I mean, meh, opinions are opinions.
I guess it depends how strategically you think, maybe. I don't know.
There you go.
Am I going to get 3 of them? I've still got a trap up there she could fall for. We need to kind of herd her towards it. Wow.
Now this is kind of why
I wanted to see what they were rocking, these guys.
I didn't
build
think
is
that they were
solid,
very, very good survivors.
My builds, man. They're fucking good. They really are.
Well, I mean...
3 people.
I mean... Kinda?
I want to know what items they were bringing. I'm very curious about that. You gonna give me a teabag after getting wrecked, or no? Yeah.
So I'm gonna go through this in editing and count how many make your choice hits he got and how many phantasm hits he got, and we'll put the totals in the side there, and then I'll add a little bit to it.
Holy fuck! I knew it. I knew it were either brand new or what is it? Sabo. It was either going to be a rush or not.
So because of this, I kind of don't think that they were very good survivors, honestly. But I mean, who knows? We can't really say for sure. But what we can say for sure is that the ruin isn't that great on Hag because she can't force survivors off of generators as effectively as other killers. I don't. It's hard to gauge how much use he got out of it, but we do know that the survivors were able to cleanse 4 totems of those totems, and with the one Undying they never touched. So, I mean, Undying did its work. We don't know if Ruin did, and he got some use out of Franklin's because of the greed of survivors. They really wanted those brand new parts, so that might have been something. and I'm not so sure that he got any use out of Make Your Choice. And I'm very not very against Make Your Choice, but it's like Corrupt Intervention. It's not as great as everyone says it is against survivors who know what they're doing.
So that's why they bought the toolboxes. So how many brand new toolboxes did I waste? So yeah, I understand how to play Hag, guys. I appreciate, you giving advice and stuff, but I don't think people realize how much time I've got in this fucking game.
And on that note, there's always something more to learn. You never, no matter how much time you spend in the game, you can always learn something new. You can always improve on what you know. The trick is being self aware enough to know that you don't know everything. There are some people that play Hag more than you who might, might have good advice for how you play. But, that's just my opinion. Anyway, let me know what you guys thought about this video. I might do the same thing if if you enjoy it, if we run into other Hag, any other Hag matches or whatever, we can just go over the stuff that we see. The focus of this one was to talk about the build and the build that he used, how effective it was in the match, and to see if there's anything that you learned from watching this and seeing me kind of critique some certain aspects of the thing. I didn't critique his trap placement or anything like that very much near the middle and the end, because it kind of it wasn't important. What we were focusing on were basically Ruin and Make Your Choice. How much use he was getting out of those, which I don't think he got very much. Yeah, we might do this again in the future. Let me know what you think. And until next time, I'll see you in the fog.